Okay, hello guys. I am Maxa, or you can call me Max. So a lot of you guys has been asking what's my build and everything for the setup that I have posted before for the speedrun. So I'm gonna show my upgrades and everything and what are my thought process during the speedrun. So perks, we will need to go double damage. Why we go double damage instead of vampire is because of bats. Bats already give you 5% damage, life steal. So you don't really need vampire for raid bosses anymore. Even for endless, I think I for endless I think you still go vampire because you don't really care about damage. In endless, you just care about surviving. For pets, we go for hamster. Why go for hamster? Because of the 5% critical chance. Otherwise, you can also go for dragon for the burn, but for my testing, hamster is better because the weapon upgrades for critical chance doesn't give you much. It's only going to give you like 2% here. Basically, each of this is like 2% each increase. So even if you upgrade all of it into crit chance, it'll not even go over 20%, I don't think. So the critical chance are very, very low, and it's not really worth it for you to upgrade the critical chance. This is why my upgrades are focused on cooldown and damage. Okay, for cooldown. For these upgrades, cooldowns for bow, because bow already have low cooldown, so you only go for 2 cooldown upgrades. I've tested with 3 cooldown, and that was my previous run, which is the 2 minutes and 9 seconds. And I've tested the 2 upgrades now, and it's good enough for you to still spam your abilities, having your ability being constantly up. So 2 is more than enough. You can also go 3, but I think 2 is more than enough. And you go for fire damage. Again, critical chance is kind of useless because if you upgrade it once, it's only 2%, and you already have 5% from here. 2% difference is very, very minuscule. So I don't think it's worth it at all. And for the shoes, well, you can use ghosts as well, but from my testing, shoes are still better than ghosts. So for shoes, you would need 4 on cooldown. I've tested 3 on cooldown, and it does not keep up with the bow because you want to constantly spam your skills, because skills are your main source of damage. So from my testing, 4 cooldown on shoes. You can also go 5 for more comfortable, but I think 4 is the most optimal since it can keep up with the bow cooldown. So whenever your bow skills are finished, you can just swap to shoes and use that, spam that skill, then go back to bow. I'll show you guys in game later. And then 3 again on damage and not critical chance. Please do not upgrade critical chance. It's next to useless as of now because the chance increase are very, very, very minuscule, and you already have hamster. Okay, for items, this is the best cosmetic, Onimas and Comedy Mask. Onimas you get from Raid Shop. Comedy Mask you get it from here, from crafting. It's 1 million and all of this material. And then for passive, you want to go for AP, which is skill damage, attack, and +3 attack. I've tested with cooldown reduction and attack speed as well, but I still find the skill damage as more important and normal attack. Attack speed, since you already get a lot of attack speed from Prodigy, which gives you, see here, 30% attacks, 10% attack speed, sorry, and increased damage by 30%, and skill damage is by 15%. So you already get a lot of attack speed from here. So you don't really need attack speed perks passive, as we say. Okay, so I will show you how the rotation works in raid. And let's just skip to that, I guess. But in here, I'll show you how the rotation works. The rotations are very simple. you would want to start with bow first, since bow have lower cooldown. And actually here you can just spam Q, press S and spam Q. And then at this screen also, once you reach this screen, you can just press W and A, so you'll run forward and to the left side, so you can save a bit of time. See, the bow cooldown is faster than the shoes cooldown. You go, you press X, press Z, you press C, then you press V. By the time you press V, you press X here on the shoes, you already have double damage, so activate that. Press Z, C, and activate your flash step. Then you see the bow cooldown is already up. So this is basically the rotation. Bow first, spam every single skill here. Then you wait for your V to charge up. Once your V is charged up again, press a V, and voila, your shoes cooldown is already up. So that's how we deal our damage with spamming skill. Your skills are going to be constantly up with this build. Press your alt whenever it's available. I am not sure. Well, it's very inconsistent, since with the alt, with the crit, I've tested. Sometimes it's faster to run without alt, but sometimes it's more consistent with alt. So with alt you get more consistent time. Average time is still faster, but without alt some runs are faster, but it very depends on your crit proc. If let's say you proc a lot of crit, you're probably gonna kill this faster. And once the boss already reached 10%, you don't need to alt anymore, it's just gonna waste your time. So here you just spam every single ability that you have. This might not be the fastest run, I think, because my crit didn't proc as much. Yeah, my crit didn't proc as much. You want your bow crit V to proc as much as you can to get the best run, because you can basically double your damage. I think the highest I've seen, this is 2 minute 19, which is still faster than normal runs, but it's not the fastest. We're looking for the fastest here in speed runs, I guess. I've seen the Bose V doing 3.2k damage. Actually, let me see if I can show it in game here, because, well, the critical chance are very, very low, and it can crit, but it's just not as often. Let's see here. I think it's possible. I'm not gonna speedrun this one. Again, here I can just press S and Q, change the screen, go here. At this screen also, you can actually press S to go forward, but it's not really consistent. Yeah, just press W and A. Let's get our double damage first. X. Spam all your skills so you get all the double damage. Bar to fill up, because it depends on hit. Again, we're not speedrunning this one, we're just looking for the V damage. 1.8 there. Let's wait for the cooldown again. Let's see how much our V on shoes actually do. I did not see. I'll probably edit it for you guys to see. Yeah, there we go. 3182. That's the highest you can go with my upgrade. Obviously, if you go all on damage upgrades, it will go much higher, but it's not really optimal. Okay, that's it. So if you guys need any more guides, let's say how to farm money, how to farm mastery, how to farm anything else, basically, let me know in the comments. I'll make a separate video out of it, and just keep the bells on, I guess, to get notifications when I do upload. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye.